Today we're going to take a look at the route accounting side of the application, which is an offshoot of Dynamic 3i sales order processing. The software will behave somewhat differently than the regular sales order cycle, as there are some features that are specific to route accounting. Now, the route accounting is basically orders being processed via routes. Routes being groups of customers that are set up in delivery order stop sequence. The application, when it was developed, was with a goal to serve companies that do a high volume sales order processing, where the company's staff actually delivers the goods via the company's own delivery vehicles, and this is done in a prescribed order based upon what is set up on the specific routes. You'd want to set up your routes in the most efficient delivery sequence possible in order to save on fuel charges and also on time for deliveries. First of all, we're going to take a look in the maintenance in our route accounting section of the menu, and we're going to go into our maintenances. So we'll go to route accounting and maintenances, and here we can set up the various drivers that we're going to have delivering our goods. And so we'll just query upon a driver here, and we just set up the name and address. So this has to be set up for each route that exists in the system, although a driver can consist of multiple routes. Probably one of the most important maintenances that we need to have set up is the actual route itself. I've set up a few routes in the system here, and we're going to query upon one of them for driver number 2 on a Wednesday. Here's where we set up the route number that we can assign, the driver, and also the most important part of this screen, the various customers and the delivery sequence. So in this case here, Ace Food and Deli would be the very first customer on the route, and Jane's Prefect Limited is the last one on the route. We find for many of our customers these routes are somewhat static, but in cases where you may have some customer that you're going to put on a route for just a temporary day of delivery, you can on the type field here, if we check the checkbox here, what will happen is the system, at the time that the order has been fully processed through the system, it will automatically delete this customer from the route, so that you don't have to go back in and take these temporary customers off your route. It's a more efficient way of doing things. We also allow for some special instructions to be entered in here just for users that are maintaining the route, so that they know how to add and subtract customers from the route. And if you have some software, some outside software that maps the most efficient routes to be taken within a city, and you can develop your own flat file to load into this route file maintenance, that's totally acceptable, so that you're getting the most efficient routes possible set up for your company.